Why, hello there, lost family. Or maybe you're new here, a wanderer just stumbling onto the lost gamer's path. Either way, the journey begins again. Today we are exploring the murky depths of Reddit, r/NiceGirls, so stay close. It's easy to get lost out here. We're gonna start off with the shorter posts and work our way into the longer posts for this video. Who's the delusional one, Lauren? Lauren, the way to win me over. If you wouldn't approach me in real life, then don't approach me here. Update, you are all delusional. That is so rude. That is just... I don't understand how people, feel okay being that rude. I can't... It boggles my mind how people can be that rude and just, not think anything of it. I guess because the internet just takes away consequences, but I don't know. People are fairly rude in real life, too. I don't understand it. It's not that hard to just be polite. It's like with a dating app, you don't need to be like that. You can just not respond, not match with people that you don't want to. You don't need to be... you don't need to be so rude. I can't... There was another word I was trying to look for, but it wouldn't... It escaped my mind, so... Okay. Lauren. Embarrassing now? I think this is maybe just an article above this, the question thing. Or just what your preferences or whatever. It has pretty artwork, I like that. Anyway, I'm weirdly attracted to... What if each one of you gave me $5? No, Lauren. You just insulted me, Lauren. Why would I want to give you $5? If I was inclined to give someone $5, it probably wouldn't be a rude person. Though I suppose some people are actually into that, you know. You get it. I don't understand that, but I guess some people would be into that. Be rude to be rude to me, then demand money. Not my thing though. If I were ever inclined to give someone money, it wouldn't be for that kind of behavior before. Crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Know this girl IRL for a year or two now, and she always pulls stuff like this to every guy she knows, so wasn't surprised when she tried doing it to me. Will you be my Valentine? Okay. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't actually think you'd say yes. It was just a dare. I didn't really want to be your... That is so mean. I didn't really want to be your Valentine. Sorry. They just dared me because... No one wants you to be their Valentine. I actually already have a Valentine. His name is Clad. Wow. That is so rude. I'm assuming these are children. I mean, that's my hope. I guess we shouldn't assume, but that's my hope that these are children. But that's still insane. That's just such... That's mean girl. That's definitely a mean girl thing to do. Clavicular? Yeah, that's him. Is that from a show or something? Because I doubt that's I don't know. Maybe someone is named that. I don't know. Sorry, no one wants you. That's mean. Oh my gosh. Gall of some people. Sad face. It must be really miserable to be you, sad face. Oh my gosh. I guess it says I know this girl. At least it's not. I was friends with this girl. I would hope. How do people like that have friends? If she was dared, that would indicate she has friends, but that might have just been a lie. That is just unbelievable behavior. This feels like it came from the weird table at school lunch. She legit acts like we are all still in grade school and not in our mid-20s. Oh my gosh, so that was not a child. That's even more mind-boggling. There's no way anyone dared her. She's just legit crazy. Nobody in their mid-20s should be acting like that. Nope. Nobody should be acting like that at any age, but especially not in your mid-20s. That doesn't even compute in my mind. Rudeness is one thing, but just the childishness of it on top of that, oh my gosh. Don't talk to this girl, LOL, that's for sure. It's remarkable how immature she is for being in her 20s, that's for sure. Mid-20s? Ha, block her, that's for sure. At what point does she just become a social pariah? Because I can't even imagine acting like that into your mid-20s and not just being completely socially isolated, because That's so childish, and not in like a cutesy, charming type of way. You know, a person can be childish and it's kind of cute, and it's like a fun thing, but that's not that at all. Not even a little bit. Like, ugh. Why is she not blocked on every communication platform you might encounter her? You can mentally block her too if you come across her in real life, even if she's speaking directly to you. Just pretend she's not there. Say nothing and walk away. With zero reaction, verbal or otherwise. Yeah, I agree. I think they call it gray rocking. I have no idea about that, but yeah. She doesn't deserve any iota of this man's time. Delete her number so next time she tries this, be like, who is this? Yeah. Why are you friends with her? Drop her. What a child. To be fair, it didn't say they were friends, just that he knew her. I can't hardly imagine that she has friends, but, oh my gosh, the stuttering crying face, yeah. I cringed so hard. Very much ooh, I cringed as I typed that. You should definitely keep in touch with her. She seems delightful. Right. How old is she? 10? That's for sure. My first impression was 13 because when I was in 8th grade, I definitely met girls with this attitude. Yeah, I was kind of expecting like 12 to 14. I wasn't expecting any older than 14. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next post, shall we? I need to be texting out these. There we go. Getting angry just because of a small greeting. This girl on Snapchat friended me and asked hi just to insult me because I'm not a formal guy. Okay. Let's name this girl Lucy. Lucy, hi. OP. Oh, hello, how are you? Lucy, that's it? I thought every man was so formal, but why are you acting like a F-slur? Wow. You were probably a guy who can't even talk properly. And F you, I hope I never see. Okay. I'm just baffled by that. For one thing, what kind of life experiences has she been having that she just thinks every man was super formal? I mean, I've spoken to men that speak pretty formally, but the vast majority of people in general, most people are going to be speaking, but don't speak very formally. Maybe in the workplace, but not just everyday life. That's just so bizarre. And calling him names. Calling him names for that is just absolutely ludicrous. I can't even wrap my mind around that. Some people are just like so crazy. It's unreal. OP. I thought I was talking to a person, but I accidentally messaged an active volcano. My bad. That's for sure. That is just so weird. Crazy person. That's an understatement. Active volcano is great. LOL. Just enough shade to not be toxic or mistreating. And still be funny AF. This one scores a perfect 10. I agree. Volcanoes can cause quite a bit of shade as well as toxicity. Never mind, it's too early to be this creative. I too like the response. What did she want you to do? Send an email? Crying face, right? I hope this message finds you in good spirits. To whom it may concern. I write you this formal letter of courtship on this day in hopes you will read it and, in return, respond. Right? She wanted a carrier pigeon, I don't know. Yeah. As a crazy girl, she's even crazier than me. Run far, far away and never look back. For real, this subreddit makes me feel a lot better about myself. That's for sure. These types of Reddits, I feel like, have to be incredibly, confidence boosting. Didn't you know greetings are an ick? So is breathing at this point. And not breathing. Can't stand a grown-ass woman using the word ick like she's still in grade school. Did she say that? I didn't notice that. Either way, she was crazy. You handled that very well. What the F is a formal guy supposed to do with hi anyways? Begging thy pardon, my lady. Right. That's just... I can't wrap my mind around that kind of behavior. Okay, let's move on to the next one. 10 Min Girl. Matched with a girl on a dating app 5 months ago. We never really talked beyond me trying to set up a date every couple weeks, which was always met with her being too busy with work or studying. I didn't mind at first. I work a lot too, so I suggested a quick 10-minute call just to see if we vibed. But she said her time was too valuable. Okay. I stayed patient and kept living my life, working long hours and traveling. I still made the effort. When we finally set a date, she canceled last minute to take a work shift and couldn't suggest another day. At that point, I told her I respect her priorities, but after 5 months on a dating app, I'm looking to actually meet, not talk indefinitely. The screenshot is the last of the combo.
Sorry,
yeah,
girl.
sir, you are being scammed. You are being catfished. There's no way this woman is a real person. I mean, she's a real person probably, but she's a scammer for sure. I don't even need to read the message to say that. If you've been talking to her for 5 months and she will not call you even, you're probably talking to a man that's like trying to work up to getting money from you. There's no way this is legit. When canceling the date last minute, that's pretty classic of a scammer. Because obviously this man is not going to be able to meet you because he's a man. That's my guess. I could be wrong. I could practically guarantee I'm not wrong about them being a scammer. It might not be a man. It might be a woman that just looks nothing like the pictures, but either way, it doesn't really matter. It's a scammer. Anyway, let's read the message. You really want to meet me badly? Pay for my shift, otherwise I'm not freeing my schedule up to see you. Okay, so yeah. My point proven. She's asking for money. Or he. Who knows? This person is asking for money. Yeah, that's what it was all working up to. Ugh. My school comes first. This is the end of this conversation. And if you don't want to respect my priorities, please do me a favor and block me. I will say, usually scammers are a little bit friendlier than that. You know, they try to sugar it up, honey up the works, honey up the scam. I don't know how to put that in a better way. That didn't make a lot of sense, but I think you probably get what I'm saying. Most of them are a little smoother than that. That comes off as pretty aggressive, but I still think they're definitely pulling a scam. Oh, they repeated the message, it looks like, or maybe this is just OP, like, copying it to reply. It says, I don't pay for access. Dating is based on mutual effort and respect. You shouldn't be on a dating app if you can't find 10 minutes for a call after 5 months. That's for sure. That person is 1000% a scammer.
Hello, mister.
That person replies back, that's fine with me, goodbye. Good riddance in my mind. Oh my gosh, it sucks that person, the OPs, wasted 5 months talking to them. I hope that they weren't like talking a lot, because that's absolutely just like a scam. Which, honestly, the fact that this person like make time to text kind of tells you everything you need to know, because it's honestly probably quicker to do a quick phone call, 10-minute phone call, than texting on and off throughout the day. It sounds like you were hanging on too long. Should have dropped her months ago. I agree. I think the scammer was hanging out too long, personally. Or it's a catfish. Same difference, basically. They're trying to get money, so, you know. Scammer. That definitely works. But yeah, that's just, I don't think it's crazy on the part of the catfish, because it's not, like, that abnormal as far as that goes, but yeah, definitely the OP shouldn't have been messing with this person for as long as they were. Definitely definite scammer. The way she talks was like a dude. LMAO, her, as if it's not some dude on the other end collecting money from idiots. That was my opinion too, but it could be a woman. You never know. 5 months, bruh. That's for sure. Right? How desperate are some people on these apps? I used them for not even a month before meeting my girlfriend, and never even thought of trying to set up a date after so long of talking. That's for sure. A couple days messaging and I would ask them out. Yeah, I feel like that's how it should be with dating apps. You're not, like, meant to just be talking on them forever. If the answer is no, I would move on. One person I talked with for an afternoon, only to hear nothing back randomly until 2 weeks later, like nothing happened, and I had too much self-respect to even think about continuing on. How are some people dragging on the talking stage? More than a week max. Yeah, I feel like a week is probably the longest you want to do that. Anyway, let's move on to the next post, shall we? Ghosts me and tries to come back weeks later. I don't know if it matters, but I am a lesbian, so also a girl. I'd been talking to this girl pretty consistently, but she would often ghost me for a few days at a time. This time, however, it had been for a couple weeks. I posted a picture of myself to Instagram and IG, and it caught her attention, so she messaged me. My response to her hey was not supposed to be malicious at all. I am a very sarcastic person, and I was just trying to poke light fun at the situation, but I guess she didn't catch on and decided to freak out on me. Okay, let's read the message. Hey! What should we name her? Susan. We'll name her Susan. Susan. Hey! Girl? Crying face. Susan. A girl can't get busy? Dang. OP. It's been like 3 weeks, crying face. Susan. Maybe I just forgot about you. I saw you post and said, why not? Worth a shot, Shody. I think that's what that says. Shoddy? I don't know.
Oh, you need
Dang, okay. That was OP. Susan. Truth hurts. Heart emoji. Heart hand emoji. Oh my gosh. OP. Goodbye. Susan. LMAO. You're funny if you think I care. You're not even worth a goodbye, crying face. Oh, wow.
Right, let's see.
Again, just the gall. The gall is diabolical. Just, I can't comprehend that. And the saying we forgot about, maybe I forgot about you. Oh my gosh. How do people like that succeed in relationships in life? That's my question. That's just so insane. Truth hurts. Like, she's so dang important. People like that are just exhausting. Total energy vampires. Type of people who will say, you're dumping me? Yeah. The truth hurts that you're only worth my time when I'm desperate. Oh, F all the way off. That's for sure. You hate the truth that I was shot down everywhere I tried? Yeah, sure, got me. You're not worth a goodbye, but you're worth a hey. Right? Defensive right out of the gate? She knew she was in the wrong and was upset you called her on it. Is this my ex? You dodged a bullet, but missed the chance to say, oh, a girl can get busy, just not with me. If you forgot about me like that, keep on forgetting about me and stay the F gone. That's for sure. Yeah, it boggles my mind. How do people like that exist? There are just a lot of entitled people no matter what's between your legs, that's for sure. I don't understand it, to be honest. A girl broke up with me once and was pissed. I just said, okay, have a good one, and didn't react more strongly. Some people are just that awful. Yeah. You were supposed to fight for it, dog. Sarcasm user. She's salty as hell. She thought she was gonna spin the block and couldn't. Crying face, laughing face. Any normal person would be like, girl, yourself, you were looking good and I remembered I'm stupid, what are you up to? But she's not normal. Yeah, that would have been smooth. That would have been like, a lot more forgivable. That's smooth, though. Most people don't have your skills. Any normal person wouldn't ghost someone for like 3 weeks. Yeah, unless they're not into them, but I mean, why would you message them again? I mean, just full ghost. If you're not into someone, fully ghost them. Don't keep contact at all. Let's move on to the next post, shall we? This is what peak delusional looks like. Let me start off by saying she is completely serious, and this isn't some form of satire. This girl changes her bio on a weekly, if not daily basis, oh my gosh. And it's always something along the lines of, need money for my daughter for court to get an apartment, because apparently she lives in her car. Okay. I view her profile every now and then and see that outrageous bio she comes up with for entertainment purposes, and it never fails to crack me up. I can only imagine how many... I don't know if I can say that word, can I? I mean, I hear it a lot, but I don't know if it's, like, something you're recommended to say on YouTube. I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I can only imagine how many Sims she's got wrapped around her finger. Well, if she's pretty, she probably... I mean, since she keeps on updating her profile, I'd say it must be working for her. I'm guessing this is another money grab thing. About me, just moved to blank. I'm all about the Benjamins. Oh my gosh. If you aren't here to give it... She also doesn't spell give it right. Forgot the E. Then don't hit me up. I'm a one-man type of woman. I'm sure you are. And I'm in search for the right one. Not here to get to know you or small talk until I handle what I need to. Okay. I shoot my hashtag right off the bat. Okay. My dad gave me whatever I wanted without question, so I expect the same energy. If you can't do that, then another man will. I'm verified, so I don't want to hear none of that are you real BS. Okay. Well, why don't you just talk to your dad? If your dad will give you anything you want, no questions asked, just ask your daddy. That is... I mean, there's all kinds of contradictions here, too. She doesn't want a small talk, but she does. She is a one-man type of woman. I don't know how she gets to know this one man, since she will not allow small talk. Oh, that is just... I don't understand this. If you're looking for like a traditional type of setup, that's fine, but that's not that. It's not that. Typically, you're not gonna typically be getting an allowance until you're actually married. Then it would kind of make sense if you're like in a traditional setup, you're married, all of that. It's just bizarre. I just don't understand this. I mean, I guess it must work because plenty of people are doing it. She should ask her father for money. ... That my thought. Literally my first thought, OP. Pro, I just passed her on Tinder as well. LOL. Was about to post it here. Her first name starts with a K. She's like a 5, maybe a 6 at best, too. LOL. I don't know. She must be, I mean, since she keeps on doing it, she must be doing well. So that might just be a personal opinion. There must be men that find her pretty attractive and are willing to deal with that kind of personality. I don't know. It must work at some level for for people to keep on doing it. Right? Surely he won't say no to his widow princess. Yeah, why not just talk to your dad if he actually is like that? I would love to see a dating app where you could downvote this ish before we swipe, just so we can see how many people dislike them, but that ish would be a toxic hellhole. I don't know. I actually think that would be a good idea. It might actually be less toxic, because toxic people might be less drawn to a dating app where they could actually get called out publicly. Yeah, crazy. Let's move on to the next post, shall we? Maybe I should stop saying that. I've said that. I say that a lot. I mean, next post is fine, but I say shall we almost every time. And that's probably a little excessive. I said I could call her in a couple hours later than she wanted. ... Lily. Now let's read this blurb first. Right, so matched with this girl on Bumble this morning and went to work. She asked me to call with her, and I said I can't when I'm at work. Immediately at 5, when the office day ends, she said, let's call. I said, I can later. I am picking up a friend from the train station. She immediately said, forget it then. Why do guys always lie like this? Okay. So I just ignored it and blocked her on WhatsApp. She gave me her number for text. 5 minutes later, I checked my phone and have this in my texts. I matched with this girl less than 10 hours ago. Update. Well, she made another Bumble account as we matched again. I don't really look at profiles. I more swipe yes on everyone without looking, then unmatch later after a match on the profiles I don't like the look of. Glad this gave me the opportunity to report her account, though. No idea why she would like my profile again. This woman is insipid, or she is doing the same thing as me. Oh well. Is that like a good use of insipid? I just don't know. I looked it up and it says lacking flavor, lacking vigor or interest. I don't know. I don't know if that's fitting. I didn't know the definition of it before that. I've heard it, but didn't know what it meant. I guess she could just be doing the same thing as them. Anyway, I'm assuming this is a crazy person, considering, he mentioned that, I'm assuming it's a he. I'll just continue with that. He mentioned that they had only been talking for 10 hours, and then she was like not interested anymore because he couldn't call her right away. And then she went on to text him. That's definitely crazy person behavior. You're the one that acted like you didn't want to be in contact anymore. Also, why just assume that he's lying right off? Like, you have to be careful about scams, and I would say if after like 2 or 3 days they just keep on having excuses for why they can't call, I would say it's very justified to not contact them anymore, but I don't recommend just cut it off. Don't continue to contact them. That's just weird. Really, 3 days is probably too generous. I don't know. It might be better to say within 2 days, but I don't know. I guess you could go up to 3 days. I think anything past 3 days of them just having an excuse every time to not be able to talk to you, definitely is a good time to cut it off, but yeah. Lily. I can't send over the screenshot as I deleted Bumble, but you said you could call after work. Only when work finishes do you change it? Yeah, it's fair to be, like, upset about that at that point. Yeah, just assume he's a scammer and move on. If he's, like, multiple times changed plans with you and not been able to call, for sure. It's fair to assume he's a scammer, but just move on. Continuing to contact is just weird. LOL, you blocked me? Okay. That's rude, but just the wording is kind of funny. I don't see that a lot. Hopefully I can say it on YouTube. I should. It's not like, it doesn't seem like it should be a big deal. Anyway, you tragic, dirty tramp. If you want a lady to speak to at night, then hire. Oh my gosh. Then hire your mum. I'm guessing that was meant to say hire your mum, as she's clearly a lady of the night. Where in the heck would you get that? Where do you even get that kind of idea? Because he wouldn't call with you. You're now insulting his mother. That's just so bizarre. What inspires people to behave like this? If you have any ideas, let me know, because it completely boggles my mind. I can't even comprehend how you would get to this. Like, how does this trajectory lead you here? I can't comprehend this behavior in the least. I guess because I'm not an insane person. It boggles the mind. I feel like I say that a lot in these videos. That's just like the overwhelming thought on this. Because I said I wouldn't call at night. Ha ha ha. Okay, so trying to piece things together, even though this is weird. At least she has the belief that he won't call her because she won't call him at night. And now she thinks it's appropriate to call his mother. I probably can't say any of the words associated with it, but yeah, lady of the night. That is just wild. That is wild. Like, you can be mad at that. You can think that he's not gonna call you because of that, whatever. But the insulting is just wild. Is that genuinely how much of a W word your mother is? She's given her parts out to so many people that this is what she raised? Oh my gosh. How do you even type that and think that's okay to say? Good job, Mama X. Go for an ugly guy, they say. They're nice, they say. Nah, they're just... I don't know if I can... Can I say that? I have no idea. I don't even know for sure what that means. Like, I'm pretty sure it's an insult. I guess I'm gonna say it, and hopefully it's fine with YouTube. Nah, they're just clapped and what easy birches too. Wasted my dang day replying to your boring AF messages. Dang. Okay. Just... brain explosion. I don't... It's just not computing in my mind, this kind of reaction. Basically, I feel like this woman just can't accept any level of rejection. And I can't really, that just doesn't compute in my mind. In general, you see this with these Reddits all the time. People that just can't accept any level of rejection. It's just so insane. Let's read a few comments. Dang, she needs therapy. That's for sure. Even though she'll double down on OP and his mom as the ones who need it, everyone else but her is the problem. Yeah, that's probably how she views it. Ugh. I genuinely don't understand how some people like this woman have so little else going on in their lives that they take it personal when someone is busy. Do they not have jobs? Do they not have to run errands? Do they not have friends or family? Right? I think they're just that entitled that they feel like everyone should revolve around them and drop everything they have going for them to revolve around them. Like, I think they, on a logical level, have to understand that people have lives, but I think they just are so entitled that they think everyone should just drop everything they have going on in their lives to contact this person, because they're so amazing that they deserve. It's like, it's a gift to them, really, to drop everything they have going on for them, to talk to them. I think that's how they think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't understand it, but straight jacket. Yeah, I think she could use that. Therapy doesn't work on a lot of people because it requires self-awareness, and that's what therapy uses in order to work. You need to be aware that you're the cause of your issues, and that often is never the case. If it was, you'd do introspection instead of therapy, right? You could try, but you can't fix crazy. Heavily medicate it, sure, but not fix it, right?
Amen.
You say you're gonna talk to me later than what I wanted? Your mom's an H word. I wish I could just say that word, but I am almost certain that would get me in trouble with YouTube, so I'm not gonna risk it. I've been through that, even got called Homer Simpson by her. Wow. All because I was out of town for the day at a remote site and out of cell range, even after telling her several times, but dang. She liked hearing herself talk, though. Is that even honestly an insult? The guy won a Grammy and has been to space.
How's it going?
Also, he has a dream house, 2 cars, a beautiful wife, a son who owns a factory, fancy clothes, and lobster for dinner. In her mind it was. I just laughed after reading that, but was not replying to the progressively unhinged text I received once I got back into range. The Homer Simpson was via email when I got home. Yeah, that is just so crazy. Going to lengths to be able to insult someone is just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling behavior. You dodged a bullet and didn't even know it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And now I am okay with not dating. Yeah, I feel like these posts tend to make you feel that way, for sure. If you had told me, let's see, what should we name this woman? May. We'll name her May. If you had told me what you wanted, then I would have dropped everything for you. F. Sam, I really wanted to be with you. It makes me a little crazy that you won't even think about the opportunity we have now. Right here, between us. I'm trying to recognize that you're not there, but friendship, even if that is all you want. It's just hard. This feels like my second chance. Sam, repeat. I won't think about it because I took you to meet my family, stopped speaking to anyone romantically, and took time out of my life to be with you. And then for you to say texting a boy is so insulting. You were literally cuddling me on that couch while talking to another guy and wondering when you can meet up on my effing birthday. How do people behave like this? Does nobody have common sense or like common decency? Like, you knew you were. How do you do that and not know that you're gonna get caught for one thing? Like, it's gonna be really easy for him to read those messages, and yeah, he's not gonna like that. Why would he? Why do you think anyone should just tolerate that? He continues, the fact you see nothing wrong with that is so effing strange to me, but again, I'll take it as it's my fault, and it is what it is. While we are... He replied to himself on my effing birthday, while we were on vacation together as well. Oh my gosh. But no need to dwell on it. I thought it was more than it was, and that's on me. I've learned from it. Honestly, nice person. I don't understand this. Am I in the wrong here and just insane or question mark? No, I think it's pretty obvious you're not. I mean, unless you're not, unless you were like making it up. But yeah, assuming that everything you said is true, then no, I don't think there's any way you're the insane one here. As far as NiceGirls though, it's seeming like she's the more sane one unless she continued to message him after that and was like extra crazy. If you'd told me what she wanted, accountability nowhere in sight. She knew exactly what the F she was doing. Yeah. Yeah, I can't... This guy has made it clear to you that he's not talking to anyone else. He's invested in you. You were on vacation with him. He's had you meet his family. I feel like it's pretty clear what it is. There are definitely situations where it's like, you're not sure if you're actually an item, and it would be fair to be talking to other people. But it sounds like it really couldn't have been made any more clear unless he had, like, engaged to, proposed to her. So yeah, that's not even a case of, like, oh, the boundaries weren't clear, I didn't think you were that into me. I've had this exact line used on me before. I had been talking to and spending time with this girl for about 2.5 months. Things were progressing, and I thought going very well. The day before I was going to make it official, she was on her phone constantly, and I asked if everything was okay. Turns out she was still on Tinder, and was talking to like 10 different guys. Wow. At that point, we were spending like every day together, and she was staying over multiple times a week. Dang. She played it off like she had no idea that I was invested in the relationship, and was shocked to hear that I was going to ask her to make it official. Okay. I mean, I guess. To be fair, we kind of do live in a world where situationships can go on for a really long time. So maybe she honestly had like previous experience that made her feel like this is just gonna go on and on forever. So yeah, we're not really. This isn't going anywhere. I don't know. I don't know. Just trying to be fair. She proceeded to say, if you told me you wanted to be exclusive, I would have stopped talking to all those guys. Needless to say, I cut it off and woke up the next morning to around 30 missed calls. Oh my gosh. That is insane.
Can't treat people with respect.
Yeah.
What's the point?
When I was like in my teenage years, there were like women giving advice to younger girls to do that sort of a thing, to
Hello, mister.
continue to talk and go on dates with other guys and have your options open until you actually became official. And I can kind of understand that, but I don't know, at a certain point it's kind of just inappropriate. I don't know. Because I do also get that you can get locked into like situationships where it just never becomes official and it's not genuinely ever going anywhere. But I don't know. It seems kind of inappropriate because I don't know, at some level,
Hey, folks.
I don't necessarily think you always need that. Oh, we're in a relationship. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend?
Oh, hello.
Because I don't know, if you're spending every day together, you're spending nights regularly, staying the day, I don't know. To a certain degree, I don't know if you really need that, like that officialness, but I don't know. With the situationship thing that is pretty common these days, I guess I can get it.
Partner?
Anyway, another comment reads, Youngin, that's way too many words wasted. Block and walk. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next post. This one reads, I thought I ended things on decent terms until the next day came with a crazy surprise. OP, I tried calling you, but I couldn't reach you. I've been thinking about you, and you really are a wonderful person, but after our date, I unfortunately didn't feel that spark. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. I know we got along really well in our messages before, but in person, something just didn't click for me. You're truly great, and I'm sure you'll find someone who's a perfect match for you. That's nice. I love seeing these things handled nicely, but usually, well, not usually. I don't feel comfortable saying that just like as a general statement, but for these posts, these types of posts, the response is never hinged. It's always unhinged. Let's see. Let's name this one Megan. Megan, I'm confused. Why don't you like me anymore? Did I do something wrong? OP, you didn't do anything wrong. Honestly, sometimes the chemistry just isn't there. That is nobody's fault. Very nice, very good response, very true. Megan, fine, leave me. Anyway, I kind of had the feeling you might be talking to someone else too. E, no, I'm literally not. This isn't about someone else. It's simply about how I feel after meeting you. And I think honesty is the fairest thing for both of us. Megan, yeah, right. Megan, have you even thought about me, even once? Do you have any idea how much you hurt me? Well, I'm assuming, since you just had a first date recently, I don't think you've been talking for that long for them to have hurt you very often. I feel like you're being a little bit cray, Megan. Shocking for this, you know. Crazy on NiceGirls never. OP, I'm not trying to hurt you, and I don't think it's fair to assume I didn't care. Megan, I have so many questions. I need you to talk to me. How am I supposed to feel? Honestly, why do you have so many questions? The chemistry wasn't there. What else is there to say? And why do you need I'm guessing they're asking for a phone call with the I need you to talk to me. Either that or to meet in person. Why do you need that? Text message should be fine. It's a very simple, there's no chemistry. Period. How am I supposed to feel? You're supposed to feel maybe a little disappointed, but ultimately, you're supposed to move on. P, I get that you have questions, and it's okay to feel upset or confused, but there's nothing to talk about. Yeah. Oh my gosh. 4 missed calls. Call me back, we need to talk. 3 missed calls. What the F did you send me? OP, that was OP. They opened something. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. What the F did you send? This is the continued. That message was cut off, I guess. OP, what the F did you send me? Is that blood? Why would you do that? Okay. Okay. This is getting extra crazy. What the heck? This is all because of you. for ignoring me. You deserve the worst things in life. I don't even know what I saw in you. You deserve an effing donkey. Okay. You don't even deserve someone like me. I'm so much better and smarter than you'll ever be. What the hell? Why? Why? Why is it so hard for some people to just take rejection and move on? What the heck? If you have explanations for this behavior, explain it to me, because it escapes my, it doesn't compute. It doesn't compute. I'm guessing she sent him a rather horrific message, which I don't know if this is him. It's someone. I'm guessing they sent OP a rather horrific message, and honestly, it might have been fake, because this is all very suspicious. Anyways, OP, sure, smiley face.
Oh?
Megan. Oh, and by the way, I effed someone last night. He was so much bigger than you, he was a real man, not a pathetic loser like you. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Just what the heck? What the heck? So, I'm guessing this was a one-night stand situation.
Mister, excuse me.
Which I think is just a message for the general public. I don't think that's a good idea. To, live your life, but I don't personally think that's a good idea because of this. You don't know what kind of person you're taking home with, you were going home with.
Hello.
They might be a really crazy person. I just don't think it's a good idea. Be careful out there. That's my advice.
Hey there.
Ah, so you met your brother then? Megan, and you. Oh my gosh. Just what the heck? It's not you, it's me. Wait, it was actually you all along, right? Yeah, I can understand, being kind of mad if you went on a first date, you done the deed, you went home with them, and then they tell you they didn't feel... That's not terribly nice, but also, I don't think you should be agreeing to do things on a first date. Just my opinion. Not trying to be, shamey or whatever. I just don't think it's a very good idea, for multiple reasons. But yeah, the kind of response she gave was just mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. Jumping in here to reassure OP. OP, if you see this, don't take that donkey comment hard. Donkeys are beautiful. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, that's not really an insult. Most people would like a donkey. Well, most people probably wouldn't like a donkey. I'm into the cottage or farming type of stuff. It intrigues me, so I'm coming from that perspective, and a few of my family members are the same way, so...
Well, hello.
Yeah, probably most people wouldn't want a donkey, but I think they're rather cute. In Turkish, being called donkey eye is a compliment because donkeys have beautiful eyes. How lovely.
Can I get food, please?
Red flags. Multiple red flag emojis. This just oozed danger, my friend. You trusted your gut and it paid off. Also, I'd give 10 upvotes for the last comment you made in the conversation.
Hey, mister.
The switch from sweet to salty was instant, that's for sure. Just clarification, because I'm too stupid to know how to edit the post. I'll post this here. We met on Tinder, texted back and forth for about a week. Went on a single date, and no, we didn't do that. Okay, well that reassures me, so she was just pulling that out of nowhere then. We didn't even kiss. About the date, we were in a cafe near the university. Well, I guess that explains the immaturity, but unfortunately very old people act like this too, so... I found her behavior unusually pushy, without being able to explain exactly why. I understand that exactly.
Hold still, girl.
We also had agreed on a second date when we said goodbye. It was only later that evening that I changed my mind. Yeah, it's usually a good idea to... I mean, I don't think it's ever a bad idea to not trust your gut. If you have, a bad feeling about someone, even if you can't explain it, the pushy feeling, you're probably right on the money. But yeah. If they didn't even do anything, that's just wild that she would say that. That's just why would you even think that would be bothersome to them? Wild. Well, that settles it. It was definitely your fault, /S. Seriously though, you dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet, OP. Seems like a normal date experience, not weird at all to cut it off after the first date, where it felt a little off. Don't feel guilty. Yeah, clearly your gut was right. We didn't have X. Given what she said about the other guy being bigger than you, I'm pretty confident that she was sleeping with other guys even during the week you were texting and just forgot who she slept with and who she didn't. You didn't dodge a bullet, you dodged a cannonball. That could be, but honestly, that could have just been made up. I think she's just kind of crazy. I like how at the end, OP just goes, you know what, F it, and starts trolling her IMO. Okay, let's move on to the next post. I didn't say shall we that time. I think I avoided it twice now. So, progress. I tried to send her a Bernie Sanders gift, but didn't realize links/gifts don't work. Hey, I love your hair. Platinum blonde is so cute. Do you also have an Irish accent? Heart face. Irish accents are really nice. I don't really do Instagram, so when they send a link, the GIF, it ends with attention seeker.gif. What's that you sent, huh? If you're saying I'm an attention seeker, mate, social media pays well. And no, I don't do OF. I earn easily more than you do. I pay a high percentage in tax and national insurance. I'm constantly giving back to charity, which I don't capture it on social media. I help more people than you will ever in your lifespan. I work with brands people would only dream of. Not my fault I'm loved by thousands of people. Let's not forget, as soon as I started getting big money, I retired my parents when they were in their 50s. That's lovely. That is the dream. They don't have to worry about a roof over their heads or any bills ever. If they want something, they will have it in their hands within a day. So yeah, attention seeker pays well, and I'm doing more than you will ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the jumping to conclusions. This woman is clearly very insecure. To be like jumping onto a conclusion like that from a GIF that just didn't go through, because you could pretty well tell that it was meant to be a GIF, I feel like. And to just like you see the attention seeker thing, and you immediately jump to the worst conclusion. That makes me feel like she's pretty insecure about what she does. Because I mean, she went on a whole tirade about it, justifying it. I am so awesome. I do so much more than you. I am so much better than you. That just tells me she's genuinely very insecure and feels like she has to justify herself and, make sure that she tells everybody that she's not insecure. She actually is very great. It's just crazy. I really hope she feels embarrassed, because I'm guessing at some point he lets her know that, it was a mistake. She probably won't, though, because, P replies, it was a gift of Bernie Sanders asking, am I once again seeking your attention? Because you didn't reply to my last message, and your profile said you suck at replying, so I was trying to get your attention again. I don't have any issues with social media jobs. I think it's quite cool as long as you're doing something worthwhile that other people find valuable or enjoyable. Yeah, that should just be, mortifying to her. It should be. I doubt it will be. We have 2 more slides here, so I doubt it'll be mortifying to her, but it should be. I would say this person dodged a bullet, though, because that's extreme already, that she just jumped to the worst conclusion that, oh, you're insulting my job? How dare you? Which, I mean, you probably shouldn't be going out with someone that doesn't respect your job, or talking to someone that doesn't respect what you do for a living, but that's extreme. Why? Let's move on to the next slide. You messaged me on a Tuesday. Give me a chance to bloody reply. My life doesn't involve around a dating side of Facebook. Okay. I've got a job. I've got deadlines that need to be met before even replying to a nobody. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this person, she's just doubling down on it, on being a birch. I mean, the GIF was just cute. It's not a big deal. It's not like he was being, or she, I don't know if it's a he or she. It's not like OP was being needy or aggressive. They were just sending, a cute little GIF because they were seeking your attention. And you didn't reply to them right away. And they were just being cute. It's nothing to have a tirade over. If they, sent the GIF and then kept on messaging you, then yeah, that would be fair. But you just embarrassed yourself, and now you're doubling down and trying to act like they're the one in the wrong. It's just crazy. And yeah, doubling down on the, I'm so much better than you. You're a nobody. Oh my gosh. I don't know what, because her response at the start wasn't terribly normal. But I feel like a normal person would just, A normal person, honestly, might just apologize and stop talking to them because they couldn't handle the embarrassment of facing this person afterwards, but I don't know. If they did want to keep on talking, you know, they would just probably try to sincerely apologize and, you know, explain that they are insecure and overreacted. But yeah, certainly not the doubling down on acting like OP is a nobody because they're not in social media. OP replies, I did give you a chance. I sent you some playful messages, then I tried to send you a lighthearted gif. Your profile literally says, may have to message me twice. I'm ish at replying. So you're literally inviting people to message you multiple times, and now you're acting like this person should be ashamed of themselves for messaging you multiple times. OP continues, I think you honestly need to just sort yourself out. You come across as a very rude person. Yeah, I'm sure they are a very rude person. I don't think they just come across as one. I would say they most certainly are a very rude person. They took a screenshot of her profile. May have to message me twice. I'm ish at replying on here. All in caps. Looking for friendship, something casual, long-term relationship. Located in blank. 5'1". TikTok. Job. Smokes occasionally. See more. Blank. The post reads, I even tried to gently explain and give her an opportunity to apologize. Jeez. After this, I looked her up and she makes trashy Instagram beauty videos where she shills products hard and has like 3,000 followers. Dang. Which, speaking of, how much does Instagram and TikTok pay that she has is that like across the board or is that just Instagram? She has like 3,000 total everywhere. That just doesn't seem like enough to be able to retire her parents. That's crazy. I don't know. That might just be Instagram. Maybe she has a lot more on TikTok. I don't know. Either way, that doesn't really matter. Not really relevant to the conversation. But yeah, maybe if someone has a social media channel and they're like advertising that, maybe you should look at their channel before you start talking to them. It might give you a clue as to what kind of person they'll be. You just gave her content, what an itty human being she is. I don't know, I feel like crappy. That's probably a better substitute. What a crappy human being she is. And this is exactly why I automatically swipe left on anyone that has I'm not on here much, or some variant of that in their bio, no matter how attractive I find them. I know that people have lives, so they can't reply sometimes for a few days, but there was no need for her to crash out on you like that, SMH. That's for sure. Right? If you don't have time to be texting or dating, why are you on the app? Dating is literally spending time with someone to get to know for a potential relationship, which will require some time to spend with them chatting and connecting. If you don't have time, F off and don't waste people's time. Or at least, don't be a D-bag about it. I say this as a busy woman who just deleted apps because I am not there much anymore. She also seems to have a big chip on her shoulder about her social media because she got so triggered. Laughing face. Nervous laugh. Yeah, that's my thought. She is clearly incredibly insecure about what she does, but she wants to act like she's not. Like she's, you know, a big deal. She has to justify it. Just a missile there, bud. That's for sure. A gamma ray burst from 3 billion light years away. Okay. Well, I guess, with that said, our little adventure comes to an end here, for now. But the path never truly does. If you enjoyed getting lost with me, show me with a like or a comment. It helps me and my channel far more than you know. It's very appreciated. So with that, bye for now.